Jason was a college student who had always struggled with staying focused on his studies. He would often find himself distracted by his phone, spending hours scrolling through social media and texting friends. Despite his best efforts, his grades suffered, and he knew he needed to make a change. One day, Jason received his grades for the semester, and they were worse than he had ever seen them. He had failed 2 classes and barely passed the others. He felt defeated and embarrassed, knowing that he had let himself down and disappointed his parents. That night, as he lay in bed, he couldn't stop thinking about his grades. He knew that he needed to make a change if he wanted to succeed in school and life. He made a decision then and there that he would do whatever it took to turn his life around. The next day, Jason met with his academic advisor and made a plan for the upcoming semester. He decided to limit his phone usage to only a few hours a day and prioritize his studies. He also signed up for tutoring and joined a study group to hold himself accountable. At first, it was difficult for Jason to adjust to the new routine. He found himself tempted to check his phone constantly and struggled to stay focused on his studies. But as time went on, he started to see progress. His grades improved, and he felt more confident in himself. One day, Jason's professor pulled him aside after class. "I just wanted to say how impressed I am with your progress," the professor said. "You've turned things around, and I can see how hard you've been working." Jason felt a sense of pride and accomplishment that he had never felt before. He knew that he still had a long way to go, but he also knew that he was on the right path. As the semester came to a close, Jason looked back on the turning point that had changed his life. He realized that it was the moment he had decided to take control of his life and make a change. He knew that the road ahead would be difficult, but he was ready to face it head-on. The turning point brought him to a new level of self-awareness and self-belief, and he knew that anything was possible if he worked hard enough.